Paul said, I travail like a mother giving birth till Christ be formed on you. Well, I told the people, my daughter thinks up is down and down is up, and she thinks light is dark and dark is light. And unless God visits her and intervenes, my daughter is out there. And someone wants me to stop the meeting so you could pray. My associate's gonna come, he's gonna pray. And suddenly it turned into a labor room. You ever hear women when they're giving labor, having labor? It's not pleasant, but it has some great results. And they began to pray. I was overwhelmed by it. As God is my witness, I was overwhelmed by it. I mean, they began to pray as if they went to the throne of grace like, and now Satan, you will give up that girl. They prayed. I came home, my wife wasn't there that night, and over a cup of coffee at night, I told her, Carol, it's over. She said, what's over? I said, it's over. If there's a God in heaven, what I just experienced tonight, it is over, finito, it's over. Just about a day later, I was shaving, and my wife burst into the bathroom and said, Chrissy's here. I said, Chrissy, I hadn't seen her in 4 months. I went down the steps, and wiping off the shave cream, and on the kitchen floor was my daughter on her knees. And then when I walked in the kitchen, she grabbed at my pants leg, and she pulled it. And she was weeping, and she said, Daddy, I've sinned against God, I've sinned against myself, I've sinned against you and Mommy. Daddy, forgive me for being rebellious, etc. Daddy, it's different. But Daddy, who was praying for me? Who was praying Tuesday night for me? What, Chrissy, what happened? And she drew up to me. She said, in the middle of the night, God woke me up. And he showed me that I was heading toward a chasm, and it had no bottom. But Daddy, even as he showed me that and showed me how off I was, he put his arms around me and he showed me that he loved me and he had a plan for my life. And Daddy, I made it right with God. And I could tell by her face she was my daughter again, the one I had raised. Very soon God opened the door, and for the next 4 years she directed the music program at a Bible school. She married a man of God. They're both in the ministry today. And God reminded me once again, my house shall be called a house of prayer, because when you call, I will answer. And the hard cases that some of you are facing, I want to tell you now, it won't come from another seminar. Seminars have their limit. All they can do is be an arrow that gets you to the throne of grace. But when you get there, watch out, because God can do exceedingly beyond what we ask or think. I'm not being emotional, I'm not being simplistic, but we have too many technicians now invading the church that are into methodology. The answer is not in methodology. The answer is in the power of the Holy Spirit. The answer is in the grace of God.